The Boy Who Fell in Love with a Doctor. Chapter 1. A Simple Visit That Changed Everything. There was a young man called Daniel. Daniel was a calm, respectful, and patient boy. He was not rich, not famous, and not very confident with girls, but he had a good heart. One day, Daniel woke up with a small headache and body pain. He said to himself, "Let me go to the hospital. Maybe I need medicine." He did not know that this simple decision would change his whole life. When Daniel arrived at the hospital, he sat on a bench and waited. After some minutes, a nurse called his name. "Daniel M." He stood up slowly and entered the consultation room. And there she was, a young woman in a white coat, clean face, soft voice, calm eyes. She smiled and said, "Good morning. Please sit." Her name was Dr. Anna. From that moment, Daniel forgot his headache. He forgot his body pain. He even forgot why he came to the hospital. All he could think was, "Wow, she is very beautiful."
Dr. Anna asked him many questions. What do you feel? How long have you been sick? Do you feel pain here? Daniel answered, but not very well. Sometimes he just said, "Yes, okay, I think so." She checked him and said, "You are okay. It is just stress. I will give you some tablets." Daniel felt sad inside. He wanted to stay longer. He wanted to talk more. But the consultation was finished. Before leaving, he said quietly, "Thank you, doctor." She smiled again. "You're welcome. Take care." Daniel went home, but his heart stayed in that room. That night, he could not sleep. He kept thinking about her smile, her voice, her eyes. He whispered, "I think I am in love."
2 weeks later, Daniel felt healthy. No headache, no pain. But his heart was not healthy. He missed Dr. Anna. So one morning he said, "Maybe I feel a little pain again." And he went back to the hospital. He waited nervously. When the nurse called him, he entered. But Dr. Anna was not there. Another doctor came. Daniel felt disappointed. He answered quickly, got medicine, and left immediately. He said to himself, "If she is not there, I am not sick." From that day, Daniel started checking the hospital days. He learned when Dr. Anna usually worked, and every time she was there, Daniel was sick. When Daniel entered Dr. Anna's room again, he acted very weak. He walked slowly. He held his stomach. He sighed deeply. Dr. Anna looked at him and said, "You again?" Daniel smiled weakly. "Yes, doctor, I am not okay." She checked him carefully. "Daniel, your tests are normal. You look fine." Daniel answered, "Doctor, sometimes pain hides inside." She laughed softly. "You are funny." That laugh made Daniel happy for the whole week.
From that day, Dr. Anna changed. She became more strict with him. Short answers, no jokes. Sometimes she said, "You should go to another doctor." Sometimes she said, "You come here too much." But Daniel stayed respectful. He never became angry. He never complained. He never stopped caring. He said to himself, "True love is patient." Some days Daniel went to the hospital and waited, but Dr. Anna was not there. When he heard her name was not on duty, he stood up and left immediately. Nurses laughed and said, "This boy is strange." But Daniel didn't care. "If she is not there," he said, "I am healed." Dr. Anna started observing him from far. She noticed he never disrespected her, never crossed boundaries, never forced her. Even when she was cold, he was kind. One nurse told her, "That boy really loves you." She answered, "Love is not enough." But deep inside, something started changing. One rainy day, Daniel actually became sick, very sick. High fever, weak body. He was taken to the hospital urgently. When Dr. Anna saw his name, her heart jumped. She ran to check him. This time, Daniel was not acting. She stayed with him longer than usual. She worried. "Why didn't you come earlier?" she asked. Daniel smiled weakly. "I didn't want to disturb you." Her eyes filled with tears. After Daniel recovered, Dr. Anna asked him to stay. "Daniel," she said softly, "why did you never give up?" He answered simply, "Because when I love with my whole heart." She was silent. That day she saw him differently, not as a patient, but as a man. Weeks later, Dr. Anna called Daniel outside the hospital. She said, "I have thought a lot." Daniel was nervous. She continued, "I tested you many times. I pushed you away." "Yes," he said. "And you stayed," she added. "Yes." She smiled. "Then maybe we can try." Daniel could not speak. His eyes were full of joy. Their love did not start easily. It started with pain, patience, and many fake sicknesses. But it was real. Daniel stopped going to the hospital, not because he stopped loving her, but because he finally had her. And Dr. Anna learned that sometimes the heart knows before the mind.
After Dr. Anna accepted to try, Daniel felt like a new man. But she told him one thing clearly. "Daniel, don't expect this to be easy." He smiled. "I didn't come this far for easy." They started meeting outside the hospital, sometimes for a short walk, sometimes just to talk. But Dr. Anna was still careful, very careful. She did not reply fast to messages. She sometimes canceled plans. She sometimes acted cold. Daniel noticed everything, but he stayed calm. Daniel once sent a message. "Good evening, Anna. I hope your day was fine." She replied after 6 hours. "Good." That was all. Daniel looked at the phone, smiled, and said, "She is testing me." He replied kindly, "I'm glad. Rest well." Inside his heart, he was fighting, but he never showed it. Many times, Daniel asked, "Can we meet tomorrow?" She answered, "I'm busy." "Next week?" "I'm busy." Daniel joked with himself. I think busy is her second name. But still, he waited. One day she asked, "Why don't you get tired?" He answered, "Because I waited for you even when you didn't know." She kept quiet. One afternoon, Daniel saw Dr. Anna talking and laughing with another man. The man looked confident, well-dressed, successful. Daniel's heart felt heavy. That evening, he asked carefully, "Is he your friend?" She replied calmly, "Yes. Why?" Daniel answered honestly,
I felt jealous. She looked at him seriously. Daniel, jealousy is dangerous. He nodded. I know, that's why I told you instead of fighting. She smiled slightly. That honesty passed another test. One week, Dr. Anna went completely silent. No messages, no calls. Daniel was worried, but he did not force. He just sent one message. I'm here when you need me. 3 days later, she replied, Thank you. That was it. Daniel smiled and said, Still standing. One evening, she asked suddenly, Daniel, what if I never fully love you? That question cut deep, but Daniel breathed and answered, Then I will still respect you. Love is not pressure. Her eyes filled with emotion. She did not expect that answer. One day, Dr. Anna became sick. Fever, weakness. Daniel rushed to help her. He cooked badly, he cleaned clumsily, he cared deeply. She laughed and said, You were a terrible patient, but a good caregiver. He replied, I learned from the best doctor. That day, her heart softened more. One morning, she sent a message first. Good morning, Daniel. Daniel stared at the phone for a minute. He whispered, Miracle. That simple message made his whole day. One evening, they laughed together. She said, You know, you lied too much to see me. Daniel laughed loudly. Yes, my sickness was called Anna syndrome. She laughed so hard. You were crazy. But you cured me, he replied. Suddenly, Dr. Anna became distant again. She said, I'm scared of love. I gave too much before. Daniel listened quietly. He said softly, I'm not here to replace your past. I'm here to respect your present. She cried that night. One day she said, Daniel, let's stop for a while. That sentence hurt more than any medicine. But Daniel answered calmly, If stopping helps you think clearly, I agree. She was shocked. She expected resistance, but he gave space. Days passed. Weeks passed. Dr. Anna felt empty. No good morning messages, no gentle care, no patient love. She realized he was not chasing me. He was choosing me. One evening, she went to Daniel's place. She knocked nervously. When Daniel opened the door, surprised, she said, I think I failed my own test. He smiled gently. You never failed. You were just learning. This time, she held his hand. No hospital, no white coats, no fake sickness. Just 2 hearts. She said, I love you, Daniel. Daniel answered with tears. I waited, but it was worth it. Their love was not perfect, but it was patient, respectful, strong. And sometimes when Daniel passed near the hospital, he laughed and said, That place almost killed me and saved me at the same time. One evening, Daniel forgot to reply to Anna's message for 2 hours. When he finally replied, Sorry, my phone was charging. She replied quickly, Oh, okay. Daniel knew that okay was dangerous. The next day, she was cold. Very cold. Are you okay? Daniel asked. I'm fine, she answered. Daniel whispered to himself, She is not fine. Daniel tried to joke. You know I only love you. Anna replied, I know. But her voice said something else. Daniel laughed nervously. You're angry. She replied, I'm not angry. Daniel said quietly, She is very angry. Daniel decided to apologize with food. He cooked rice, burnt a little. He cooked beans, too salty. Anna tasted and laughed. This food is fighting me. Daniel answered, It's cooked with love. She laughed so hard that the anger disappeared. They decided to travel together for the first time.
Small trip, simple place. Daniel was excited like a child. Anna said, "Relax, it's not a competition." Daniel replied, "I waited 3 years for this trip." She smiled. During the trip, they got lost. No signal, wrong road. Anna was angry. Daniel laughed. "This is not funny," she said. Daniel answered, "But we are lost together." She tried not to smile, but failed. After getting lost, Anna walked fast. Daniel followed slowly. "Why are you quiet?" he asked. "I'm thinking," she said. Daniel replied, "Thinking looks like anger." She stopped and laughed. "You know me too well." Anna started teasing Daniel. "You know, if you didn't pretend to be sick, we wouldn't be here." Daniel replied, "Then I would pretend again." She laughed. "You are impossible." "But lovable," he added. One of Anna's friends said, "Daniel is too calm. Are you sure he loves you?" Anna defended him. "He stayed when it was hard." That day, she appreciated him more. A man greeted Anna warmly in town. Daniel asked later, "Do all men smile like that at you?" Anna laughed. "Are you jealous again?" Daniel nodded. "Small jealousy." She hugged him. "Cute jealousy." One day, Anna said, "I need space today." Daniel felt hurt but respected it. He sent only one message, "I'm here." That night, she called him crying. "Thank you for not forcing." They passed near the hospital. Anna said, "You used to fake sickness here." Daniel replied, "I was very sick." "With what?" she asked. "With love," he said. She laughed. Sometimes they argued about small things, late replies, wrong tone, missed calls, but they always talked. No silence punishment, no insults, just understanding. One evening, Anna said, "If I knew you would be this good, I would accept earlier." Daniel replied, "But then we wouldn't have this story." She agreed. Daniel said, "I may not be perfect, but I will always try." Anna answered, "That's all I need." Their love was not fast, but it was deep. It grew from patience, respect, laughter, jealousy, fights, and forgiveness. Once Anna said, "You were my hardest case." Daniel replied, "And you were my best cure." They laughed, and they loved.